Hi, this is Anand.
This is Milind.
You're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama. We've done about 250 movies, and out of that, almost 150 have been Jubilees. And most of the films, almost 150 films, we were working on that day. We've done the entire songs and the background score, everything. Now coming back to the latest release, which is releasing on 25th, Ye Khula Asman. Here also we worked on all the songs, the whole background music score, and even the promos that you see. So it's been a great journey, and most of our wishes, I should say, have been fulfilled, and we worked with most of the makers, excepting a few like Yash Chopra. Or we've not done a film with Subhash Ghai, but we did Ashok Ghai's Jaan, which was also a major hit. It's been a great journey, no complaints, but I think there's a lot of music still in us, and I hope and I pray that we do another 100 movies now. After 2000, we had a couple of good releases like Janwar. Dulhe Raja with Govinda was a big hit. But then none of the offers that were coming our way had much scope of good music, or they were not attractive offers. We turned down a couple of offers, say 8-10 years. We did 2-3 films, but they were very insignificant.
We must have done more than 2-3 films. We kept doing something or the other.
Yeah, but they were not very significant films.
Yeah.
That's why this gap.
For the last 7-8 years, it has been a lot of hip hop, and it's so westernized that very often it was very difficult to know whether a Hindi song was played. The introduction pieces and all I thought it may be a Britney Spears number, or I don't know. It definitely must be attracting the metros, the crowd. What about the other places? I mean, India is such a vast country. There are grade 2, grade 3, grade 4 cities. They don't make any sense of it. Like our auto wala. I go for a morning walk. When I'm coming back, I see every day I hear my songs from Lal Dupatta Malmal Ka, or all the Indian melodious songs.
Even today, if you have reality shows, or if you go anywhere with families and if you play Antakshari or any game, people sing songs of 70s, 60s, 80s. You won't find people singing today's songs. Very few. Shelf life should be there. That's very important.
Gradually, if you must have noticed, it's going back to, for example, any of these films. Now there's this Rowdy Rathod. You hear the songs. It's more like the 90s. And then there are so many songs like this. Jo change aaya hai. It's definitely in technology and writing. But as far as the tunes are concerned, mostly I don't see any change.
The thing is that I feel it's all a cycle. And every 5 years, 10 years, music writing and kind of films being made are bound to change. And a good example of this is when we did Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak in 88. Before that, it was only disco movies, Disco Dancer and this and that. A lot of disco films came. And most of the disco films, you could only hear words like Jhumo Nacho Gao. And when QSQT came, it was like, initially people thought, will this run? This is not fast tempo music. Thera hua hai music man. Typical words, even filmy people used to use. But then Papa kehte hain, "Eh mere humsafar, Ghazab ka din, akele hain to kya." All the songs people loved. And melody was back after QSQT. And poetry was back.
अकेले हैं तो क्या गम है, चाहे तो हमारे बस में क्या नहीं, बस एक जरा साथ हो तेरा.
And we continued it with Lal Dupatta Malmal Ka. Bagi, Bol Radha Bol, Anadi, and even other composers like Dil Hai Ki Mantani, Ashiki and all had good melody, good poetry. After all these romantic films, all of a sudden we got Raja Babu, and we moved on to another genre, which is Govinda. And with Govinda we gave many hits. Raja Babu, Kuli number one, Hero number one.
मैं तुझको भगा लाया हूँ तेरे घर से, मैं तुझको भगा लाया हूँ तेरे घर से, तेरे बाप के डर से, तेरे बाप के डर से.
1, 2, 3, 4. सोना कितना सोना है, सोने जैसा तेरा मन, सुन जरा सुन क्या कहती है दीवाने दिल की धड़कन. तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा हीरो नंबर 1. तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा हीरो नंबर 1. They are very peppy beat also.
तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा हीरो नंबर 1. तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा तू मेरा हीरो नंबर 1.
That's where the most scary term started, item songs. For Govinda you need dance numbers, you need masala lyrics and all that.
घर काए ले तकिया जाड़ा लगे, घर काए ले तकिया जाड़ा लगे, जाड़े में बलमा प्यारा लगे.
Slow songs.
For that sort of subject, for that matter.
And Anand always says, which I agree with him, these kind of songs were more difficult to compose.
Because they are not our type.
Generally they are more difficult to compose, and we are basically all very much romantic composers. We used to love composing romantic.
Soft, romantic numbers, beautiful melodies. And I can't believe that we went and made so many of these songs. That was not our taste,
But
actually.
by God's grace, A.A.E. and Main To Raste Se Ja Raha Tha, all of them became major hits.
रास्ते से जा रहा था, भेलपुरी खा रहा था, लड़की घुमा रहा था, तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं.
I mean, many people had noticed. Even these so-called item songs, they had very strong melody line. For example, like he just mentioned, A.I. See, it had a very good melody. 1, 2, 3. मेरा दिल ना तोड़ो. मेरा दिल ना तोड़ो. टूट ना जाओ मेरी जान, पास मेरे आओ मेरी जान. मैं अंगूठा छाप पढ़ना और लिखना जानू ना. मेरा दिल ना तोड़ो.
मेरा दिल न तोड़ो, रूठ के न जाओ मेरी जान, पास मेरे आओ मेरी जान. मैं अंगूठा छाप पढ़ना और लिखना जानू ना.
मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं, जले चाहे सारा जमाना. These all melodious. I mean, the composition was very melodious.
तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं, तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं.
See, luckily we got all type of films, and that's also an art. I mean, there are people who are comfortable with only, say, romantic films. Luckily, we could manage, any type of subject. So often we used to give the situation. You just narrate the subject, we'll come up with some 4-5 good situations and good songs.
Actually got to work in good romantic films, even these Govinda kind of films, all of them we enjoyed working. Even films with K. Vishwanath, Sangeet, what we did, Dhanwan and Sangeet. Yeah.
कोई तो बताए प्यार होता है क्या, जैसा मुझे हो गया, ओ जैसा मुझे हो गया, सबको होता है क्या.
In fact, that day we were counting, we worked with almost 30-40 directors from South. You name them, K. Murli Mohan Rao, K. Bapaya, K. Raghavendra Rao, all of them we worked with.
See, previously it used to be all print media. Even when we were entering the industry, it was just one small news somewhere or something written about us. I think the whole change has happened because of the media, the electronics. You are seen, you're performing, you're talking on the television, people are watching you. So I think that's
And there are so many formats today, right from your net to your television channels. The whole percept and the way people publicize their movies has also changed. As Anand said earlier, it was only press, tabloids, maybe a couple of papers like Screen, etc. And posters. You had six-sheeters and all. Even during QSQT, for example, we had a huge poster saying who's that boy next door, and the back of Amir. And then the next week they showed the front side of it. This reminds me of something very different, but quite similar to the context we are talking in. Like when we were small, we used to listen to 78 records. Then came 45 and 3313, that was LPs. Then came cassettes. Cassettes was there for so many years. And then after that came CDs. Now from CDs, people have moved to digital. People carry pen drives and etc. Now today, if you go to any shop, you won't even find a cassette anywhere. And there are so many cassettes lying at home which are unused and they get spoiled. So with technology, everything is changing. Started Papa Ke Then